we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nicole, the drama of this week was insane. Let's go. Let's go. You already know we got to talk about the drama. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hit it. We got a player that everybody was counting out. Well, not us, but it looks like their coach was definitely counting him out because they made him sit for 2 games at the end of the season, and everybody's wondering what's going to happen to Russell Wilson. But it looks like the Vikings have come calling, and they said they do not know the situation with Kirk Cousins and his leg, and he is going to be a free agent. What do you guys think about Russell Wilson going to the Vikings? They have made the call. They have had reports allegedly that there's reports that they have reached out to the Denver Broncos about him. What are you guys thinking about it, Delilah?
I think that's dangerous, and my division's already nuts. Oh my God.
Be more talked about,
my
man.
division's already nuts.
NFC East, please.
Oh man, I think that people gave Russ a lot of slack, and a lot of that wasn't his. Like, I think people forget, and I know the defense that Seattle had, and honestly, that was probably like 80% of why they won that Super Bowl. But Russ is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he's no slouch either. He did for seasons would be also top 5 passer. You know, like he was making, before the shift over to, Denver, like, he was making his little stats and stuff. So it wasn't like he was a slouch. And I think that he was in a good place, a good environment. We talk about this all the time. When the quarterback doesn't feel part of a team, even when you're a veteran, you're not going to play. You're not going to play with your heart like you usually, And so I think that would be a good move for Vikings, but hell on our division. Because he's going to have so many pieces. I mean, he's going to have JJ. That kid gets faster and faster. I mean, he's as fast as Cheetah. He's fast. I mean, that's why I tell you they put on the Jets, right? Like, he's fast.
He's
and so,
very fast.
I think the Vikings would be smart to do that, honestly. They're right. We don't know what's going on with Kirk. They seem to do really well with veteran quarterbacks up there too, because look how well Kirk's been doing for seasons with them. Like, they didn't win because he got hurt. That's literally why they didn't, because he got hurt and the backup quarterbacks couldn't carry it on, So I think it'll be smart for the Vikings to do it, but hell on my division.
Okay, all right, we got our first answer. She seemed like there was a little sweat coming down.
Yeah,
Delilah, what's up? What you think? I mean, Kate. Sorry, I'm looking at Kate and Delilah. I'm talking to Delilah. Kate.
All right. I don't like it.
Ooh.
I don't see him being in the NFC. He doesn't remind me of an NFC North quarterback. He's not the gritty blue collar, fight through the snow and mud and everything. He's kind of a pretty quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't see him fitting in the NFC North. I don't see him gelling in the NFC North. He's just not that gritty quarterback you have to be in. I think it would be a bad decision, in my opinion. I don't think it would be great for Russ. I don't think it'd be great for the Vikings. I don't think he'd be the right person for the Vikings.
Okay, I like it. All right, Nicole, what you thinking?
My mind is going 100 miles per hour right now. And I think
like that. Russell Wilson to the Falcons.
Could happen too.
I'm looking more so at analytically with their cap space. So, with it right now, it doesn't, this TJ Hawkinson, master of tight end, is taking up quite a bit of space, along with Mr. Justin Jefferson and Brian O'Neill.
Nicole, listen to this. It may not affect them with space because the Broncos got to pay no matter what. There's
They
no
messed up bad.
so because he literally still has 2 years to get
Yeah.
scot-free money. He will never. He doesn't. They can drop
Oh.
him right now, and he can never play another down for the Broncos. And he still gets, I think, 35 million
Yeah.
this next year, 2024, and then he gets 27 million the next year.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
They-
exactly.
If he's willing, they don't have to pay him a whole bunch.
Okay. Well, then this is a sale. This is a deal of the century. Yeah, let's go. I think then it's quite possible that these gentlemen can share with him. And that he could be a Vikings for sure.
100%.
That'd be fun. It sucked for your guys' division, yes, but ugh.
Yeah, but
I'm not worried.
he's guaranteed. I think somebody just wrote he's guaranteed that money
Mhm.
regardless. He's got a
Mhm.
5-year deal, so he's
Yep.
already got guaranteed money in it. So
Yep.
they cannot just let him go. They're hoping that he will say yes. He has a no trade clause, just like Dak Prescott. You can't get rid of me. I have to decide if I want to go to another team
Right.
or drop me. This is the reason why the 2 games sit out. He can sit out those 2 games, no
Mhm.
problem, because they didn't want to have to give him extra money in 2025 for an
Yeah.
injury clause. But he's still guaranteed money for 2024, 2025. They're the dumb ones who is not trying to pay the or play the quarterback. They're paying.
Right.
So the
Goodness
money's
gracious.
coming out regardless.
That was the worst trade that I've ever seen in the NFL in a long time.
Players for the
Yeah.
money. I mean, they pay
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, I guess it's
So-
gonna come down to where does Ciara want to go. Okay, this is why
Yes.
you want to go somewhere cold. Now
Yes.
the Vikings do have a domed
They do.
stadium, so
They
it's
do.
not like he's gonna feel the elements. So that's the one thing. It's not like they're not gonna play outside like Chicago and Wisconsin do. If they have a dome, state of art, brand new, stadium they had built like a few years ago. So that's not going to be affected. So I think it's going to come down to his wife, really. Where does she want to
And
go?
that's why I think the Vikings with the indoor dome or Atlanta with their it would be nice to have them in Atlanta, Music City.
Yeah.
She'd probably love it. But I think it's also great. But it's right. 5 years, $242 million. Denver is effed. Sorry about the
Yep.
language, but absolutely they are. And they're making the decision to do it because you can totally just stick it with them, figure out what the problem is, fix it, and then run because you're going to pay him regardless. So it is what it is.
I don't think Sean Payton wants to fix it.
No, he doesn't. But like we always say, grass is not always greener on the other
Nope.
side. And he may find out how bad it is. I mean, there is a reason why Stidham he was never picked as a starter. And
Exactly.
even in his first team or this team, you let him play the last 2 games, just so happen to be bad teams, but they got stomped by the Raiders at the end. So let's
Yep.
see. We'll see.